Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of How to Draw Cars. My name is Michael, and today we're going to add one more component to the series that we're doing on line quality. I know I said it would be a two-part series, but an important aspect has come up that I wanted to make sure we covered: line weight. If you have not seen part 1 or 2 of this demo, I would highly recommend that you check out those episodes first. Today I'm going to do a demo over this pickup sketch to show the difference between a drawing that uses the same line weight throughout and one where the line weights vary. This is a drawing sent in by one of our students where the design is being hindered by the lack of line quality, specifically the fact that all the line weights are the same. So the goal is to see if we can get the drawing to be as good as the design. Starting out, I'll put in my ellipses, ground plane, and draw in my axles. Drawing the axles is the most basic structural element of your sketch. These act as a check on your perspective, and it helps you keep all the other line work accurate. Notice how all the lines are very light. A good way to think about these early lines is like a scaffolding that you will hang all the other elements of your sketch upon. Once I have the basic structure in place, I can begin to create my design. If you've watched the other videos in this series, you can see the elements of those lessons coming into play. Specifically, drawing from your shoulder to give the line work energy and flow. I'm going to build the interior of the car using light structure lines as well. This is key in creating a 3D looking object on the 2D plane of your paper. Now that my basic structure is there, I can begin to apply more pressure to my pencil to really define the shapes and the form. Notice how I'm using a variation of line weight to tell the story. Also, I can start to add some of the surface details like the lights and the grille, shifting back to light lines when first putting them in. You have to have the ability to work with various line weights at any given time when you are sketching. As a designer, you will move back and forth between areas you are sure of and areas you are still developing, and you will need a variety of line weights in your technique to do this effectively. When it comes time to add the reflections, you want to make sure the reflection patterns not only tell the story of the surface and the volume of the vehicle, but use a variety of shades to do it. As you can see, the original sketch really suffers from using the same line weight to create the reflection pattern and shading below as it does the basic shape of the vehicle and the details of the car. This creates confusion, whereas as a designer, you should strive to create clarity. Now let's take a look at how we can do this better. Starting with the upper, the ground reflection can be laid down as a tone in the side glass. The same for the windshield, but my reflection will more closely follow the center line of the glass, not run perpendicular to it. And I'll let some of that reflection work its way across the hood. For the body side ground reflection, I work with my flowing line weights to put in a reflection pattern that follows the surface. Because this is a shiny surface and the forms vary, it will pick up different reflections and tones in the environment. I can suggest this by varying my shading. This is another thing we'll get more into in forthcoming episodes. Lastly, we have the tires on the ground. I want to differentiate between the tires and the shadows and the body. This will add depth and drama to the sketch. Now you might be scratching your head with lots of questions, so if you do have some, please leave them in the comments. If you're interested in getting live one-on-one tutoring with a professional car designer with demos like this done over your very own drawings, visit howtodrawcars.net and sign up for a lesson. If there's a video you'd like to see me do, let me know that as well. So there we have it, one sketch done with the same line weight throughout, and the demo done with a variety of line weight and shading tones. As you sit down to begin to draw, remember that you are trying to tell a story. The story of something that does not exist in the world, your car design. The more clearly you can tell the story, the better chance you will be successful at someone understanding what your design is all about. The keys to being successful at this are always drawing from your shoulder first, starting out with light lines and building your sketch up from them, varying your line weights and shading for the different elements of your sketch. So in the end, you have a drawing that is intriguing, powerful, emotional, and hopefully beautiful. So be sure to subscribe so you won't miss our next video, and thanks for watching.